excited to film, but we went to a farm with 2 pregnant Nubians for sale. They are due in May to June, and we got them. We also got a 3rd little girl who is a year old, and she's not bred. They're on their way right now. We're doing a little farm scramble and getting this goat pen ready for 3 goats we got today.
So everyone, this is Reba. This is Francis, and this is Flora Rose. She's so cute. Befriended.
Well, it doesn't look like they went in their shelter last night, and it's been raining. They weren't too wet. They're a little wet now because we've been moving this, and that's terrifying. This awning, we're trying to make it so they have to go under something, but now we're going to fix it, and hopefully they will be more inclined to use this nice dry area. Dad and I are going to make a trip out to town, and we're going to put together a Taj Mahal shelter type thing for our goats because the Nubians do not want to use anything that we have. So we're going to be out doing that and kind of desperately today. You guys are looking good. Yeah? She's actually not that skittish. I think they're alright. He's Francis. And then here is Flora Rose. Look at her, we're friendly. Reba's over there. She knows she's not going to get any of this because they're crowding her out. Hey girls, hi, we're getting friendly. We're getting jealous over here. A little bit jealous of the extra attention. Oh, look at Francis over here. Look at her. She is over here and she is wanting food. And look at you, Flora Rose. Oh my goodness, look at those ears. Aww. What, wasn't I supposed to be filming a shelter that we're building from start to finish? I was saying that I should be filming the shelter that we are building, but I got distracted by the cute goats. Of course, but I totally forgot. Again. Hey, look at you. Oh, those ears. They're like angel wings. Look at that. How are you doing this morning, girls? Aw, look at Reba. We're still working on their shelter. Hopefully that gets done soon. We're getting a bunch of cattle panels to make a pen. I'm kind of planning on building a whole new set of goat pens behind the house so that we can see them at all times. And I'm a little worried about the coyotes, so I want them closer. It'd be nice to be able to just like crack my window and hear any coyote sounds. Hi. But it'd be a nice line of sight to the girls in case there's a coyote in there, and could literally pick it off with a gun if it's going after our animals. When we got the boys, we had this plan to have the boys one place and the girls somewhere else. And at first we had thought about putting the girls over there and then expanding the pen into the woods. That's just kind of far to me. I mean, what we could do too is if we build these pens behind the house and we decide we want to put the girls over there once we have a barn, we can always just put the boys over here. It doesn't really matter. But it'd be nice to have 3 pens anyway to rotate the boys if we wanted to, but I really think it'd be good for these girls. And I kind of like to have the shed in there, or a shed for milking and some storage of feed and stuff would be good. I love the troughs that the woman brought over, we bought them from. It just made me thinking about everything that we've been doing. It's just like, oh man, hand feeding them is kind of stupid. It's nice, they just eat it, you don't have to keep doing it, and they don't fight each other as much. And then having everything covered in the garage, I'm like, It's just so stupid the way we've been doing it with the mineral feeders out in the elements and no cover, and they get wet and the goats don't eat them, and it's just like a constant cycle of waste. And this is so much better. There's so much less food wasted. But she's getting pretty big. Hi, girl. She's coming around. They're all really coming around. I've been taking Reba on some walks here and there, just little short things around the front yard, and I think she's figuring out come. I say come. And I get her to the end of the leash like you do a dog, and I say, come, and I shake the green thing. And she's figuring that out. I believe I could probably just start saying come, and she'll already know. So she's making a lot of progress. I wouldn't just let her off leash yet, but she's really coming around, and I think after these girls are showing more pregnancy signs, like when they're about ready to have their babies, we're going to get Reba and put her with Blizzard and Bambi. So I'm going to kind of start working on getting those three around each other more often. I think it'll be good for Bambi because Bambi is kind of turning into a dominant goat, and she's just sort of pressing her luck with everybody. The reason we had to put Bambi and Blizzard down back in their goat pens, because we had to do that, by the way. Blizzard was actually being really good. She seems to have gotten out of that phase of being a turd. And instead, Bambi is like totally taking over. Like, she is so much worse than Blizzard ever was. And she's bullying the baby goat. She's bullying Shamrock. So we put them back down there for her because she's being that way. And we don't want to endanger our babies or cause Shamrock and Treasure to be stressed. I think she might get put in her place by Reba. But Reba's kind of a little bit more submissive. But we'll see what happens. Reba's easily got 3 times the weight on her. I think Bambi might have a bit of a humbling experience. Aww. No, she had a scur. This is Frances. She had a scur, and I think I took care of it. I kind of clipped it a little bit and a little bit more. There was no blood. I was just being really careful, and then it just came off all by itself. So I fixed that. It was kind of starting to go into her head. Hi, girl. But it made me realize that Blizzard. I was touching Blizzard's head, and she sort of got something similar. So I'm going to have to trim her soon. Updated all my goat health records. I'm making a thing on each goat instead of a whole group collection because we got so many goats now that it's easier to keep track of that way. Hi! Look at that though. They're so beautiful. Hi, Reba! She's not doing that for any other reason than just pets. How sweet. Oh, Frances. Back to business. Look at these guys. There's 8 in there. 8 turkeys, 2 chickens, so 10 total animals. And then the ducks have gotten out and they're pooping all over the place. We sold 2 of these guys yesterday. It's looking pretty filthy in there. That's what they spend like all day is on this chair and on these roosts. They love it. But these guys are getting really friendly. We can let them out and they'll just sort of hang out. It's cute. I really want to get the 2 turkeys over there in their own thing soon because I don't like them being with the chickens. They can get more parasites that way, and they can also, because chickens have parasites that are fine with chickens most of the time, but when they get in the turkey system, it is really bad for the turkey. It's not good for their health to be in there, and it's also not good for the chickens because Drake can easily kill them. They don't know that though. It's just something he's never been mean to them really, but he and the rooster kind of have their little fights, and the orange chicken hen is kind of a bully. So I kind of want to get them all out there or put the chickens in something. I don't know. You can't combine chickens with the other group because they don't get along. We thought we had this dumpster for only a week, but it turns out we actually have this for a month. So this thing is going to get pretty stinky. All right, getting to work. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. What's going on over here? Treasure, is that why you like that one the most? Oh. You alright? Hey, Shamrock. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, that's enough. Awesome. So Flora Rose makes and then Francis is the that's Flora. Oh my god, I love it. I'm going to show you what we've set up for the Nubians in the meantime. We put 2 cattle panels together, so it's I think this is 16 by 16. I think we're just going to move this through the yard, and it might be a nice thing for them in the day until we get the big pens finished. Then we'll move them around, and then at night we'll put them in the garage in the stall. You know, it'll be nice and safe in there, and we can watch them and keep bonding with them. They're getting really friendly. Sorry, I keep touching your ears. I just want to touch their ears because that's what Maple likes, my dog. And they have a shade part, and I brought their feeder up, and I'm going to add more alfalfa hay in this thing I made. This is their hay feeder that I made, leftover fencing, and I zip tie at the top, I zip tie at the bottom, and that puts pressure on the hay, and it's working out really well. Hi, kick. Got a little monkey face.